Welcome back to another episode of D-Generation Clicks.
Break it down.
So as an 80s kid, there's a handful of properties.
That's so long ago.
It's not that long ago. It was a little bit ago, but it's not that long ago. There's a handful of properties, though, that just really get me excited. I loved the 80s theme songs, those action figures. They just do not make stuff like that anymore. The Thundercats, easily a top 3 property for me. So when they were announced that we were getting them in Hero Clicks, I was super excited. I even went out and dug the Cat's Lair out of storage. And Ollie, you've got to play with it a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah?
It's really fun.
It is. Under supervision, of course. These things are probably a little fragile, being 40 plus years old.
Probably.
They just do not make stuff like this anymore. I did get a chance to play the Thundercats this week. Super fun to play with. What did you think about them? Because you got to play against them.
They're really cool. I mean, Wolverine did kind of say bye Lino, but...
He did, yes. Unfortunately, Lino did hit a crit miss on his opening attack against Oliver, but still super fun to play against. And they just look awesome on the map. So
they do look really cool.
They do. But let's take a closer look and...
break it down.
This set comes with 5 figures, 4 Thundercats, and their main villain, Mumm-Ra. It also contains 6 bystanders, Wily Kit, Wily Cat, Snarf, and 3 mutants. All 4 Thundercat figures have 2-point lines, 100 or 50 points.
Thunder! 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 Thundercats! Ho!
First we have Lion-O, the leader of the Thundercats. His first trait, Thundercats Ho! Gives him empower to strengthen the close attacks of his team and leadership. And once per game, you can place any number of friendly Thundercats adjacent to him from anywhere on the map. Great to reposition mid to late game, and have a chance to remove an action token from a friendly character. Or you can risk moving Lion-O up turn 1, and then turn 2, just place all of your Thundercats adjacent to him, and then go full force attack. He starts with his special speed power, Claw Shield Grapple, on both starting lines, giving him charge and a free action that is identical to the Wall Crawler trait many Spider-Man figures have. Lion-O also has a special attack power on both starting lines, Sword of Omens. It gives him blades, and opposing characters within range can't use shape change or stealth. This doesn't care about line of fire, and you can increase the range with things like Perplex or the Shield Team ability to affect a bigger area. So his printed 4 could be raised all the way to a 7. Lion-O also has the Warrior keyword. Just for fun, why not give him the +1 longsword to represent the Sword of Omens, and give him a 13 attack and 5 damage on his top dial at 100 points.
Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats are loose.
Maybe that'll teach you to monkey with the Thundercats, mutant.
Next is Cheetara. She's also the speedster of the team to represent that she is the trait fastest of the Thundercats. That gives her hypersonic speed and knockback. She also has improved movement characters and leap climb on her dial, making her super mobile. Cheetara's weapon in the cartoon is a staff that extends to the length she needs. So to represent that, she has a special attack power called Extending Staff that she starts with on her 100-point dial and ends with as well, giving her Giant Reach 3 and Precision Strike. In the cartoon, she also sees the past and the future a little bit. And to incorporate that, she has a special damage power on both starting lines called Sixth Sense, allowing her to re-roll the roll of a character within 4 squares. This is any roll without the need of line of fire, and she can even choose herself. It's a little risky though, and she will take 1 unavoidable damage after she uses the power. It could come in very clutch.
Care for another little spin, monkeying?
Anything I can see?
I can hit. This isn't the time to branch out, Monkeyin.
Tiger is one of the 2 Thundercats that make a lot of the tech for the team. Tiger is able to turn himself invisible so he can move past characters without stopping with his improved movement, and his first trait, appropriately titled Invisibility, prevents opposing characters from drawing line of fire to him unless he has 2 action tokens. His weapon, which is his special attack power he has his whole dial, Bolo Whip, gives him Giant Reach 4 that also hands out action tokens to each hit character. He also has 3 bolts, so he can hand out tokens to 3 characters if he hits them all. With Flurry on clicks 4 through 7, there's a potential to even double token 3 characters if he hits them all twice. In the cartoon, Tiger can cast illusions with his mind, so to represent that, he has a special damage power, Mind Power, that hands out shape change to friendly characters that are adjacent or have the Thundercats keyword.
Scaly reptile. Let's see what you've got, Slithe.
Panthro's the other Thundercat behind the tech for the Thundercats. His trait, Chief Engineer, allows you to heal both Panthro and an adjacent friendly character 1 click at the beginning of your turn. He doesn't get the special attack power Fighting Sticks until clicks 5 through 9, which is the second click of his 50-point line. This gives him Poison and Super Strength. And whenever Panthro damages an opposing character, that character modifies their defenses -1 until your next turn. Damage your opponent with Panthro first. Poison and an attack would bring them down 2 on their defense for the rest of your turn, for the rest of your team to take advantage of their lower defense. Panthro's damage power at 100 points and the first click of his 50-point line represent him driving the Thunder Tank. It gives him Passenger 3 in range of 6.
Cat and Wily Kit, a cunning junior duo.
Well, you still got Snarf to deal with.
Snarf and the Thunder Kittens, Wily Kit and Wily Cat, are the 3 Thundercat bystanders in the set. All 3 have the Thundercats keyword. Wily Kit is a flying energy explosion attacker with Force Blast. Wily Cat also flies and is everything you want in a tie-up piece. Plasticity, super senses, and if Tiger's on the map, also shape change. And then a 3 range with 3 bolts and incapacitate. Both are only 5 points. Snarf is 10 point support, tiny size and very mobile with an 8 speed and sidestep.
The super strength of all your ways.
Last we have Mumra, the main villain of the Thundercats. He has the Cosmic and Mystics team abilities and 1 big 300-point line. Mumra works a little different than your typical piece. At the beginning of the game, generate 6 mutant bystanders in your starting area. Then Mumra leaves the map and gets placed on his card. You then choose one of the following effects that's active until he leaves his card. Opposing characters can't use the effective equipment. Opposing characters can use damage powers. Or opposing characters can't remove action tokens except by clearing. Mumra can return to the map with his The Ever-Living trait. It gives him Mastermind, and when a mutant bystander is KO'd, roll a d6. If the result is greater than the number of friendly mutant bystanders on the map, he comes off his card and placed within 3 squares of an opposing character. He also has 3 stop clicks. Return to the sarcophagus. This gives him invincible, and when this click is revealed, place him up to 2 squares from his current square.
So these guys are going to see a ton of play over at our house.
Exciting to try them when my dad finally lets me.
Maybe 4 weeks. How does that sound?
That's pretty long.
That is, it's not that long. Just like the 1980s, not that long, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for WizKids for this first look at the Thundercats Iconix sets.
And thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Thundercats are